Let me tell you what we are going to do in our time together today. This program evolved back in about 15 years ago when I was giving a speech to my National Speakers Association, my trade association in New York City. And I was giving a speech on how to give speeches, how to make presentations. And a Vistage chair from New Jersey came in to hear me because he wanted to learn how to get on the Vistage circuit. And at the end of it, he asked if I would come speak for Vistage. And he said, you know, we have an organization, and our mission statement is simple: to increase the effectiveness and enhance the lives of chief executives. He said, we have lots of speakers that speak about our effectiveness. We don't have that many that speak about enhancing our lives. Could you create a program in that vein? So I did. And my first program for Vistage was called Pyromania: How to Set a Fire Under Yourself. It was a highly motivational program, but it was received well in the community because there was nothing like it. And just as your products and services change for your clients, as you notice the needs change, I also noticed there was a different need in the community, and I started to hear the word balance bandied about. We're out of balance. My relationship is suffering, my health is suffering, all of those things. And so the program evolved into today's title, which is a balancing act, walking the tightrope of life. Well, then I was invited back to some of the same groups. They wanted more of the same, and I didn't have more of the same. So now it's part of what's called the Whole Life Trilogy. There's a three-part program. Today you get part one. Part two is called We Interrupt This Life. My theory being that everything in life is just an interruption, a little blip on our TV screen of life, a little birth, a little moving, a little building a house, relationships, just little interruptions on our own TV screen. Part three is called Running the Human Race: From Success to Significance, where we take a step back and we look at the legacy we leave. Well, even though I told you part one is called The Balancing Act, it has evolved one more time. I just haven't changed the title. So today's program is not just about balance. What is it about? Well, back in 1997, I was invited to a group in the New York City area, and when I arrived, the Vistage chair shared with me a letter that was sent by one of the members to the group. As is protocol, when you're going to miss a meeting, you let your fellow members know. He shared that with me, and I've since used this letter, paraphrased of course, to open today's program by letting you know what today will be about, now that I've told you it's not just about the title, balance. To my fellow 904 members, Happy New Year to you all. I'm writing to you today to let you know that I cannot attend the meeting. My goal for 1997 is simply to improve the quality of my life. I find it is a great time in my life at age 47 to make sure I know what I need in this next quarter. I find it ironic and disappointing that I cannot be there because I believe the resource speaker will be addressing this topic. I, like many of you, spent a lifetime building a business instead of building a life. So the focus of my efforts this year will be centered around this quote: quality of life improvement.